Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the latest edition of the Stephen A. Smith Show, coming at you as I love to do. Every weekday afternoon from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over the airways of Sirius XM, Mad Dog Sports Radio. The number to call up, as always, is 888 Mad Dog 6. That's 888-623-3646. Looking forward to a beautiful show today. Hope y'all had a wonderful weekend. I know I did. I absolutely positively know I did. Because I'm here to tell you something right now. There is so much stuff to get into today. Week 1 of the NFL season officially is completed tonight when the Washington Redskins host the Pittsburgh Steelers in the nation's capital. And of course, when the San Francisco 49ers go up against the Los Angeles Rams. But the first weekend of the NFL season is over. The games took place yesterday afternoon. And if you know anything about me, you know where I'm going. Is it going to be about Carson Wentz? I'll get to that. Is it going to be about RG3? I'll get to that. Is it going to be about the Raiders and what the Los Angeles Raiders did? I'll get to that. Is it going to be about Kansas City and that miraculous comeback against the San Diego Chargers? I'll get to that. Is it going to be about Marcus Mariota and Jameis Winston? I'll get to that. Merrill Hodge, noted NFL analyst extraordinaire for ESPN. I'll get to him. I'll get to all of that. But I got to tell you something. As I sit here today, thinking about this show, how happy I am to do the show today. You know why I'm so happy, don't you? It's because of those Dallas Cowboys. I got one thing to say. How about them Cowboys? You know, I don't know how many different damn times I've got to say to y'all, just wait. They will not let you down. The Dallas Cowboys won't do it. They just won't do it. They can't help themselves. They just cannot help themselves. Oh, I want to make sure that the lines are open today at 888 Mad Dog 6. That's 888-623-3646. This is where you can tune in and call into the Stephen A. Smith Show on You With You Live every weekday afternoon from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mad Dog Sports Radio, Channel 82. I'm regurgitating. I'm repeating. I'm being redundant. Why? Because I want Cowboy fans to know. Lines are open for you today. I mean, you've got carte blanche. You've got carte blanche. You can call into the show anytime you want to. Anytime you want to. This is just straight comedy. So you got a rookie quarterback in Dak Prescott, who, by the way, looked pretty damn good. He really, really did. Dak Prescott wasn't bad at all. I mean, if you look at his level of production and what he put out there, I mean, what do we have here? We've got Dak Prescott, 25 of 45, 227 yards, not a single turnover, a quarterback rating of 69, nothing to brag about, but so much. But clearly was better than a pedestrian performance. Clearly, he's got some arm strength. He's got mobility. He can make the correct throws. He makes good decisions. The kid is impressive. No doubt about that. Ezekiel Elliott, not so much. Number 4 overall draft pick, 20 carries for 51 yards, an average of 2.6 yards a carry. With that massive offensive line for the Dallas Cowboys, something's wrong with that picture. Now, in fairness to the Dallas Cowboys offensive line, the Giants did acquire Damon Harrison in the offseason. They do have Olivia Vernon as well. They were stout against the run. But here's what I noticed about Ezekiel Elliott. Lack of elusivity. He can ground and pound. He's got some speed and athleticism. But in terms of his elusivity, I don't know if that's working in his favor. Kind of reminded me of Trent Richardson just a little bit. Former number 3 overall pick out of Alabama. That's finding it very, very difficult to have an NFL career or make an NFL roster. I mean, when I think about Ezekiel Elliott, I have to confess, watching him run the football yesterday, it's just his rookie campaign. It's his first game of his career, but it did have me looking at him with a raised eyebrow, wondering, excuse me, what is this guy going to do? I must confess that. Back to the Cowboys. I keep telling y'all, Cowboy haters out there like myself, just be patient, relax. No big, this mere bag of shells. Don't worry about it. The Dallas Cowboys won't let you down. They are an accident waiting to happen. Just when you least expect it, they will mess things up. It is who they are. Do not worry about it. It's in their nature. I have said it on several occasions, and I'm saying it again. It's who they are. They cannot help themselves. Case in point, Giants go up 20-19 on the Cowboys. Cowboys get the ball with 1:04 left. All you need is a field goal. A field goal by whom, you might ask? It happens to be by some dude named Dan Bailey. Now, who is this guy? Who is this guy? Who is this field goal kicker for the Dallas Cowboys? Let me tell you who he is. He might be the most accurate kicker in all of football, even though Janikowski is no joke. This brother for the Raiders is big time. But Dan Bailey, ladies and gentlemen, he kicked field goals of 23, 25, 54, and 56 yards. Also made one from 46, but Jason Witten was called for holding on an attempt. So they moved it back 10 yards to the 56, which was where the 56-yard field goal came into play. If you watch the way Dan Bailey kicked, are you telling me that you don't believe he had any shot at all at making it a 62-yarder? Only 6 more yards. If you watch him kick the 56-yard field goal, you know he could have done it. What happened? What happened? Dak Prescott throws a pass to Jason Witten. The light from the sun is coming through Texas Stadium, and it blinded Jason Witten, so he missed the pass. Then after that, there was a holding penalty by somebody on Dallas's offensive line. I don't know whether it was Doug Free or somebody else, but somebody on the offensive line had an offsides penalty. And then after that, Terrence Williams, the other receiver for the Dallas Cowboys, not Dez Bryant, who, by the way, only had 1 reception for 8 yards, but I'll get to that a little bit later. Terrence Williams catches a 14-yard pass from Dak Prescott. Now, this is after the Dallas Cowboys defense couldn't stop Rashad Jennings from running the football effectively. This is after he got 6 consecutive carries for 35 yards and registered 2 first downs. This is after the New York Giants, under new head coach Bob McAdoo, was forced the Dallas Cowboys to use all of their timeouts so the clock could be stopped and they could get the ball back. This is after all of that. Terrence Williams, after Jason Witten loses the pass to the lights, after the offensive line was called for holding. This is after all of that. Terrence Williams catches a 14-yard pass. He's supposed to get out of bounds. And instead, he turns the other way, stays in bounds, and gets tackled with 6 seconds left on the clock, thereby nullifying Dan Bailey even getting an opportunity to kick the game-winning field goal, which would have been at that moment from 62 yards. Now, I'm going to be nice today because I don't want anybody accusing me of engaging in excessive cruelty. I'm going to be nice, okay? And I'm not going to belabor the fact that Terrence Williams, being interviewed at his locker after the game, having messed up, having had a brain freeze, had the audacity, the unmitigated gall to wear one of the brightest ties anybody could ever hope to see. You would think you would be looking to hide. And if you're going to man up, that's fine. But I mean, my God, this dude, the tie that he had on, it was like somebody finding gold on Treasure Island or something. That's how bright the damn gold tie was. That's what Terrence Williams was wearing. You would think you'd take it off, considering the fact that you got to talk to the media after that brain freeze you had. But no, not Terrence Williams. No, he didn't do that. Instead, in fairness to him, he manned up. But that tie, my God, I don't know what the hell he was thinking. Don't know what the hell he was thinking. Having said all of that, he did man up. He did fess up to his brain freeze. But in the end, what it comes down to is that the Dallas Cowboys found a way to beat themselves. Now, Eli Manning helped, hooking up with that long pass to Odell Beckham Jr., ultimately connecting with 1 touchdown, and then later on connecting with a 3-yard TD to Victor Cruz, whose salsa dance got interrupted by a Giants teammate who was stupid enough to push him, as opposed to letting him do the dance when he hadn't played a game in 700 days. You would think he would have been left alone to do his dance. He doesn't understand how much we miss seeing the salsa from Victor Cruz. But nevertheless, that's beside the point. What this all comes down to, is that the Dallas Cowboys, being the accident waiting to happen that they are, being the abomination that they are, being the mistake-prone team that they are, habitually getting in their own way, did it again. Did it again. And you know who disgusts me more than anybody? That damn Jason Garrett, the coach. I mean, is he a coach or a cheerleader? I mean, does he have on a headsets or those pom-poms? I mean, are you kidding me? Des Bryant bobbles the pass, loses control of the touchdown catch. That wasn't a touchdown catch. And Jason Garrett, knowing a ruling is coming, still wants to sit up there and be the figurative cheerleader. Getting in his face, doing the rah-rah stuff. Did the same thing with Cole Beasley. Did the same thing when Ezekiel Elliott ran for the touchdown. There's still a game to be played. And when Terrence Williams ends up messing up on the last play of the game, essentially, who's there to pat him on the back like it's going to be all right? Jason Garrett. Maybe that's the damn problem with the Cowboys. Everybody's so busy being friendly with one another, being a hype machine personified that they are. Nobody is holding anybody accountable enough. Where's Bill Parcells when you need him? Where's Jimmy Johnson when you need him? The only person that was allowed to be rah-rah and should have been allowed to be rah-rah was that damn Barry Switzer. Succeeding Jimmy Johnson, but still finding a way to win a Super Bowl, even though they lost in the NFC Championship game before they came back the year after and won the Super Bowl. I mean, come on. But this is Jason Garrett. These are the Dallas Cowboys. This is how sad things can be. This is how sad things have been. And this is why it's not going anywhere anytime fast. Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott. Just very well might be a talented quarterback. There's no denying that. Dak Prescott may be that dude. But as of right now, he's not yet. He targeted Cole Beasley 14 times, targeted Jason Witten another 12 times. Why do you think that is? Scared to throw outside the numbers? Now, in fairness to the New York Giants, I mean, when you think about what they've done, respect needs to be given here. I can't deny that. When we look at the New York Giants and what they bring to the table with Casillas, with Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, with Collins, with Jenkins, etc., there's no denying that the Giants have upgraded defensively. That $200 million was well spent with Olivia Vernon, with Damon Harrison, with Janoris Jenkins and others. There's no doubt that the New York Giants deserve to be given credit for that. And obviously, Des Bryant wasn't easy for him to get open because you got those brothers back there defending you. But you got to try. He can't be targeted 3, 4, 5 times, receiving one reception for just 8 yards, and y'all be satisfied with that. He is Des Bryant. Get him the damn ball. But they didn't do it. And as a result, they are what we thought they were. A very talented team, but prone to making mistakes, particularly when it matters most. They did it to themselves. It's who they are. And that is that. That is that is the Dallas Cowboys that people like me know and love. Love so dearly. 888 Mad Dog 6 is always the number to call up. That's 888-623-3646. It's the Dallas Cowboys. It's who they are. And then there is the New England Patriots, who are who we thought they were as well. Even without Tom Brady, even without Rob Gronkowski. The New England Patriots, led by Jimmy Garoppolo, went to Arizona and escaped with a victory. No doubt Arizona did not show up. No doubt they were ill-prepared. No doubt they should be ashamed of themselves. But they weren't ready. And the New England Patriots were, and deserve a lot of credit for that. It's plain and simple. We can slice it any way we want to. That's what it is. And now that's got you wondering about the New England Patriots. Because even without Tom Brady, they managed to win a game like this. Well, how does that bode well for the rest of the AFC? They're the only team in the AFC West that won. Dolphins lost. Dolphins lost. Bills lost. Dolphins lost to Seattle. Bills lost to Baltimore. Jets lost to Bengals. New England Patriots are the only team within the division that actually won. And they don't have. Rob Gronkowski or Tom Brady. I mean, damn. What is there to say? I don't know what there is to say. I will tell you this. All of this stuff about Tom Brady being it and how Bill Belichick is nothing without him, coming from people like my friend Carlton in Massachusetts and others, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that anymore. I will tell you that. When I look at Bill Belichick and the job that he has done in New England, I just can't say enough about him, ladies and gentlemen. I just can't say enough about him. What a phenomenal coach he is. There's no way around it. 888 Mad Dog 6 is always the number to call up. That's 888-623-3646. I want to take a moment. Let me express that I ain't the most sentimental dude in the world. But I was at the Hall of Fame, Basketball Hall of Fame in Springfield, Massachusetts on Friday. I don't know if we have that sound. But I was there, and I want to say that I was kind of surprised at what transpired. Shaq was funny as all get out, you know, talking about he wanted to thank Steve Kerr, first executive that had ever called him to tell him he was traded. Every other time he heard from loud-ass Stephen A. Smith on ESPN, everybody started laughing. That's my man. He told me he was going to say it too. Love Shaq. Happy for him. Proud of him. Great speech. Absolutely hysterical. All those things are true. But I also saw my man AI giving me a lot of love during his Hall of Fame speech. I didn't know that was coming. I really, really didn't. And I just want to say that I was incredibly humbled. You know, he's been through a lot, and I've had to chronicle some of it. It wasn't always easy. There are times we had our ups and downs. There were times, I mean, one time AI and I didn't talk for 8 months, and I was the beat writer for the Philadelphia 76ers. I wouldn't talk to him any more than he would talk to me. But he's right. We are brothers. I love him dearly. He's a good brother. He takes a lot of hits that he doesn't deserve because he's willing to take hits for people in his inner circle rather than dime them out as being a culprit in certain situations. There's a lot of stuff that he's brought on himself, and he'd be the first to admit that. But he is as real as it gets. He is as authentic as it gets. And when you're somebody that he cares for, he is unapologetic about it. And I know how he feels about me. And I would just like to say that the feeling is mutual. You know, I am like a big brother to him, and he is like the little brother to me. We are that tight. And I love him dearly, and I'm incredibly proud for him, and I'm happy for him to have the moment that he had and the way folks there celebrated and how many people came from Philly just to be there to see him and his speech and the love that they showed for him. It was well-deserved. I watched this guy for the first 10 years literally carry an entire franchise on his shoulders. Not to poo-poo anybody that he played with because they could do their jobs, particularly on the defensive end of the floor. But we all know why people walk through those turnstiles, and we all know who they came to see. And AI was something special. To just see him and all that he's gone through, still standing tall, still trying to be all he can be, I'm just incredibly happy for him. And I'm humbled by the love that he showed me. And all I can say is real thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really, really appreciated it. Very, very nice thing for him to say. Doing the job that we do here, doing the job that I had to do covering the league and covering the Philadelphia 76ers, you ain't in the business to make friends. You got to call it like you see it, no matter what. Today's generation of players in particular have a very, very difficult time dealing with that. My relationship was never the same with LeBron since I called him out for folding in 4 consecutive fourth quarters when J.J. Barea and Jason Terry was defending him. I'm sure Russell Westbrook didn't like the fact that I co-signed Michael Magic Johnson's assessment when he said it was the worst point guard play he had ever seen when Russell Westbrook dropped plus 40 in the finals, but nobody touched the ball. You know, I'm sure Melo's not happy with me now because I don't give a damn about a gold medal. I want that NBA chip. But you do it because you're trying to be honest, and you do it because you believe in people and you want them to be as great as they can possibly be. And you're not going to rest until they try to pull it off, until they strive to pull it off. And that's where I'm at with Melo right now. But I still got love for Melo because he's one of the best brothers you'll ever meet. I'm just tired of him being okay going home in the first round while LeBron is winning championships. Maybe I really want him to hate LeBron. Hate him enough to beat him. Yeah, I don't know. But back to AI, I just want to say thank you. It was one of the most humbling experiences of my career, and I'll never forget it. Love you too, bro. And my man, Shaq. Proud of y'all. All the best to y'all. 888-MAD-DOG-6 is the number to call up. That's 888-623-3646. You are listening live to the Stephen A. Smith Show. Sirius XM. Mad Dog Sports Radio. Channel 82.
Clear.